Welcome to ASEAN MedTech Insights. The diverse and rapidly growing ASEAN market presents a massive opportunity for medical device manufacturers. However, navigating the regulatory landscape can be a significant challenge, especially concerning clinical evidence requirements. A key document that aims to streamline this process is the ASEAN Common Submission Dossier Template, or CSDT, guided by the ACCSQ Medical Device Product Working Group. This framework is designed to create a harmonized approach for product registration across member states. Today, we will focus specifically on one of the most critical components of the CSDT, the requirements for clinical evidence. The core purpose of clinical evidence is to scientifically demonstrate the safety and performance of a medical device. According to the ASEAN guidance, this evidence is compiled in a Clinical Evaluation Report, or CER. This is not just a single document, but a comprehensive collection and analysis of clinical data. A common misconception is that entering the ASEAN market requires conducting new, local clinical trials for every device. This is often not the case. The guidance allows manufacturers to leverage existing clinical data from various sources. This can include data from clinical investigations of your device, scientific literature on equivalent devices, and post-market surveillance data from other markets like Europe or the United States. Let's consider a real-world scenario. A company has a Class C diagnostic imaging software with CE marking under the EU MDR. To register in Singapore and Malaysia, they must prepare a submission based on the ASEAN CSDT. Their existing CER is a strong foundation. However, they must perform a gap analysis to ensure it meets local expectations. This involves demonstrating the relevance of their existing data to the ASEAN population and clinical practices. They might need to add a literature review focusing on studies conducted in Asia, or provide detailed justification for why their European data is applicable. The required depth of evidence is directly tied to the device's risk classification. A Class A tongue depressor requires minimal clinical data, often just a literature review, while a Class D implantable heart valve demands extensive clinical investigation data. Successfully compiling this evidence means demonstrating a favorable benefit-risk profile throughout the device's entire life cycle. The process involves identifying the essential requirements for safety and performance, sourcing all relevant clinical data, and having qualified experts analyze this data to draw a conclusion. The final report must be robust enough to withstand scrutiny from different national regulatory authorities, such as the Health Sciences Authority in Singapore or the Medical Device Authority in Malaysia. Each authority, while following the harmonized guidance, may have its own specific interpretations or requests for additional information. Therefore, a one-size-fits-all approach rarely works without careful adaptation. Understanding these nuances is the key to an efficient and successful registration process in the ASEAN region. If you need assistance in navigating these regulatory complexities and ensuring your clinical evidence meets the specific requirements of each ASEAN market, please feel free to email us or visit our website. You can reach Pure Global at info@pureglobal.com or find more at pureglobal.com.